Hey everyone, it's Phil Wickham here. I want to teach you guys a song called Shoe Love. It's a song off my newest CD, Cannons. And so for those of you who want to learn or care about how it's played, I wanted to show you. First off, what you need to know is that I tune my guitar almost all the time. I tune it a half step down. And if you know what that is, then great. If you don't really get what it means to tune your guitar half step down, it's not very confusing, but you might need someone to talk to you about it, so maybe go ask your guitar teacher, or Google it. You should just Google it. Half step down, tuning your guitar. But I still play all the same chord shapes, like this is a D and this is an E. And I do this song, I'm just going to talk as if we're in regular tuning, even though it's a half step down. Don't get confused. So this is what key it's in on the record. It's I've got the D fingering here. And the chords I use during the song, there's not many. It's pretty easy. There's D, there's A, there's an A, there's B minor, which I kind of play a little sloppily. It's kind of the easy way out to play B minor. D over F sharp, and G. And I think once there's an E minor. But for the most part, you need to know your D, A, B minor, and G. And then D over F sharp is when you play it like a D, and then you hold down this E string right here. I do it with my thumb a lot, and you can even do it like this. And so those are all the chords I use, and I start off the song kind of just chugging on the D string like this, into the B minor, and then the first verse is similar to that. It goes, "Come close, listen to the story." So that little movement was, I added the other chords that I was talking about, A and G. So that the verse goes like this: D, come close, listen to the story, B minor, then hits the A and the G, A, G, about a love more faithful than the morning. The Father gave. Right on Father, that's where the D over F sharp comes in. See, I was saying you play a normal D, and then you add the F sharp note right here on the sixth string. So the Father gave G his only Son, B minor, just to save us. A suspended to A. So let's go over that first verse in pre-chorus. It goes like this: come close, listen to the story, about a love more faithful than the morning. The Father gave his only Son just to save us. You got the verse. That's all the verse part. And the chorus goes like this: the earth was shaking in the dark. So the first chord is a D. The earth was shaking in the dark. Then I do a different variation on the D over F sharp. Instead of holding my fingers on the third and the second string on the third fret, the third string on the second fret, like the normal D is the third string on the second fret, and the second string on the third fret. But then I drop the second string down one fret. So with these two fingers, I'm playing the G and the B strings, and I add the F sharp. So that's a little bit of a different variation. So the earth was shaking in the dark. You guys get that? Hope you do. The earth was shaking in the dark. B minor. All creation felt the Father's. That's A to G, just like on the verse. All creation felt the Father's broken heart. Tears were filling heaven's eyes. The day the true love died. The day the true love died. So the chorus just keeps doing those 5 chords. Is that how many there are? So the D, then this variation on the D over F sharp, and then B minor, then A, G. So continue continue going on the chorus, goes, when blood and water hit the ground, the walls we couldn't move came crashing down, and we were free and made alive. The day that true love died, the day that true love died. So you got the verse and the chorus. That's how I play those chords. And then the only other different part is the bridge, which is my favorite part of the song because it kind of ties the whole story of the gospel together. That the story of the gospel doesn't just end at the cross, but it continues on with Jesus. The fact that Jesus rose again, he's alive today, and he's a part of our lives, and this story is relevant today. It wasn't just some story that happened 2,000 years ago, but it's relevant today. And so this is my favorite part. The words are easy. It just says Jesus is alive a bunch of times, and he rose again at the end. And so I'm going to play it once all the way through, then I'll talk through it. It goes like this. Now Jesus is alive, 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 yeah, he is alive, he rose again. When blood and water hit the ground. Continues on through the end of the song. So this is how this part goes. It starts on the G. Now Jesus is alive, Jesus is alive. Then it goes to the B minor. Now Jesus is alive, Jesus is alive. So that's A. So hangs on the G first. Jesus is alive, Jesus is alive. To the B minor, Jesus is alive. To the A, Jesus is alive. Then it hits the E minor. The only time in the song it hits this. Jesus is alive. Then the D over F sharp. Oh, he is alive. Then A suspended, which is, if this is an A suspended is just putting this finger out to that fret. He rose again. Let me do the whole bridge now. Goes, Jesus is alive, 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 yeah, he is alive, he rose again, when blood and water hit the ground. And it continues on through the rest, and so hopefully that helps you. I'm going to post some chords. If you're watching this on the blog, there'll be some chords right underneath this video on the blog post that you can follow along and play along to. And thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for more coming up on the blog. See you guys.